Hey everybody, it came from Tubi. So Tubi is a great streaming site, but they also make original movies, and it's our job to watch them. So this time we're watching Sideline, the QB and me. So before we even start, we should mention that most Hollywood studios would have us watch like the quarterback get with the nerdy chess chick, and he'd be like, "Ooh, she looks kind of good when she's not being nerdy." Or
Mm.
maybe the cheerleader getting with the guy that does her homework for her, and she's like, "Oh, this guy actually listens to me." But not Tubi. Tubi is bold enough to give us the normal everyday story of a quarterback getting with a cheerleader.
The richest quarterback
I know. The
with the cheerleader.
with that cheerleader.
She
So
wasn't the head
bold.
cheerleader though.
That's true. She's not the head cheerleader. So bold, but she's better looking than the head cheerleader.
True.
All right, here we go. Sideline. So apparently, this is based off a web novel. I don't know what a web novel is. Is that like someone uploaded their novel on the web? Is that a visual novel? I don't know what it is, and I didn't care too much to like
It was their
res-
Minhwa or whatever those are called.
I didn't research it or anything. So all I know,
Korean manga.
all I know is it's based on a web novel, and this kid is like famous enough to be on Hot Ones because I saw him on Hot Ones, like an Instagram post. So let's get started. So we arrive at the beautiful, I'm guessing Vancouver High School they go to. It looked like Canada. And right away, I am confused by
I
these
know. I was like, what
rules.
is going on?
Why do they make the family structure so difficult to understand? Because you think this is like a dad dropping off his daughter. They even say, "Hey, that's the new coach and his daughter," but that's not right. It's not right. The guy's the. It's actually her brother, right?
I thought it was a teacher getting with a student. I was
I
like,
did
what
too.
is
I was
going
like,
on?
"Whoa, this is Canada or something."
This is bold to be.
His name is Nathan. He's actually her brother. He's also the head coach of this school, the head football coach, and her name is Dallas because she's a Tex. I don't know.
It's probably because the dream school is Waco.
For the quarterback, not for her. For her, she wants to go to Cal Arts. Um,
Oh,
so
I
he's
know,
a
but like, it's got to be in Texas somewhere.
nah. This is Canada, man. It's either that or Seattle.
I
It's
meant the story. I don't mean in real life.
so he's like, "Have a good day." She's like, "You too." Sideline, the QB in me. Uh, Tubi, they went in all in on these movies. The production and their advertising on NFL games because I watched a lot of NFL yesterday, and they're advertising that a second movie it comes out on Thanksgiving Day. So they're like, don't watch those three football games. Watch the sideline.
You don't have to watch the Puppy Bowl. Watch QB and me.
So she's walking.
Also, it's a great third clip because he's a quarterback and the bad boy.
Yes, he's the
What?
bad boy
That doesn't make
quarterback.
sense. He's
I know.
like, she's like, don't be a stereotype. He's not. He's two things in one.
He's two stereotypes in one. So he drives up on his
So why is he
motorcycle.
doing a wheelie on that kind of like Indian bike?
I don't know. Just to look good, man. He likes to look good. And the girls are like, ew, he's so loud. Ew. Does he have to be so loud or something like that? And they go to class, and he has like the worst tattoos, like the worst bland tattoos imaginable.
Like random placement.
It's like yeah, it's a flower, and
I don't know
uh,
what that metal thing is.
I think it's a football, like the football stitches.
Oh, I would have never guessed that. I would have been like, what the hell is that, bruh?
It's some Roman numerals. Look at that girl. She's like, huh.
She's like, oh yeah.
Yeah. He's got a very generic watch on.
She would write the the smut novel about which,
that this is based on or
yeah.
something. She's writing the novel. So they go to like English lit. They're learning about Shakespeare, and the teacher's like, because she's like dancing because she loves to dance. So she's like dancing and listening
She
to
doesn't even have a
music.
personality. It's just dance.
It's just that. And the teacher's like, "Oh, can you tell us what the summer reading was about?" And her like earplug falls out, so he grabs it and puts it in
Her
his ear.
earplug. You know what it
Her
is.
head earbud, ear
AirPod.
AirPod, whatever. So he picks it up off the dirty ground and puts it in the ear. He doesn't even
Does he
like.
put it in his ear?
Yeah, he doesn't even
But
wipe it
it comes
off.
out the wrong ear.
I know it does. I don't know how he does this. um. So the assignment was Shakespeare or Shakespeare's
Also,
Romeo.
this is like their last year, and they're
Uh-huh.
just reading
I
Shakespeare.
know that's true. I read that like as a freshman. So they're reading Romeo and Juliet, and she's like, she doesn't approve. She's like, oh, why would you die for like a one night hookup? And he's like, I don't know. Maybe that sounds good.
Is
Or
it wrong to have fun?
yeah, is it wrong to have fun? Maybe we should live in the moment.
Mm.
And she's like, oh, I hate that guy. Very.
The other student should be like, "Oh, brother, give me a break."
So she makes it clear that she can't stand this guy. Oh
They
yeah,
died. Oh yeah, I
they
forgot
died.
about that.
She's like, they die. It's like Gabby. No, the whole world knows that story. um, Gabby's her best friend, and she's the head cheerleader and also the valedictorian. So yeah, she's the everything. She's
Oh, we finally have a cast listing because the last eight Tubi movies, I could not find a cast list.
it's
But hold on, because she looked familiar. I didn't know if she was on something, and I was just looking it up.
who
The main
the
character
main
or the main
chick,
chick. Yeah, I've never
and
seen anything she's in.
she looks sleepy or sick or something. um. So she makes it very clear. Wait, we're not ready for Dawson. She makes it very clear that she doesn't like this guy. She doesn't like what he stands for. But she cannot stop ogling him, man, in his sexy bod.
He is just a piece of meat to her.
Yeah, she doesn't even try to hide it that she's lusting after this guy. And like the whole student body knows it. They're like, dude, why do you even tell us that you don't like
Gabby even tells her flat out, she's like,
him?
"Stop sexualizing this man. He is a
Yeah.
person."
She's like she's never seen a piece of man meat before, and she's salivating. So Dawson Creek walks
I didn't
in.
know Dawson's Creek was in this. I texted you immediately. I was like, "Dawson's Creek?"
He's looking a little old.
Yeah, he's looking real old.
Look at playing the part of Varsity Blues guy, whatever his name was in that movie. Um, and
Because we've grown up with Dawson's Creek. He's been around since I've been alive.
it's true. So apparently he's Nathan's boss. So that means he's like the athletic director. But the dude is super rich.
Really?
Yeah,
He works there?
yeah, he's like his boss. He says.
What? Have you seen his
I
house?
know. What does he do on the side? I mean,
Also,
he is a
later
farm.
on, Gabby's like, "I'm poor."
She
And
does.
I'm like, "Yeah," because she's doing when they're doing, we'll get to that part.
None of these kids are poor. This is like the richest small town of all time. Um, but yeah, he's a former quarterback. He played at Waco, um, and we're told that a lot. And he wants his son to be a quarterback, so he's like,
Which Waco is a rich school because
"Yeah, it is."
I've been there and it's like, what the heck?
So he tells Nathan, dude, he's got to look good, man. You got to make him look good. You got to, and he's like, "We'll do our best." They're the Wolves, Jared, class of
His name in
2019.
Varsity Blues was Mox.
Mox, I don't remember that movie. Had the guy from Remember the Titans, wasn't he in there?
I
The
just
big
had it up.
guy?
I just had it up.
Okay. Yeah, here's her ogling.
Paul
She
Walker was in that movie.
really we've turned it into the Varsity Blues. Here's her ogling again because she's like,
Oh, because he
ah,
like wiped his face off with his shirt and it showed his
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 abs.
abs that could great. cheese.
and she's like, "Oh, take my clothes off now." But before she,
She's like whistling, like, hey.
yeah, she's like, she told Gabby that she's like, "Oh, I don't know why everyone likes him. He's just so like fake charming and stuff." But
Gabby's like,
then
is that why you're drooling?
I know, but her eyes are like popping out of her head. So they're doing their dance thing where they what cheerleaders do, and then Gabby's the head cheerleader, and she's like, "You got to do this right and do that right." And they're like, "Whatever, girl." Uh, so the Drayton's the quarterback. We didn't even mention his name. He's like playing around, and he like overthrows the ball for some reason. He's not a very good
He never
quarterback.
makes the pitch. Like two
He's
feet, and he's
terrible
like,
in
whoosh.
practice. He's terrible in practice. But he overthrows one of his receivers, and he's like, "Hey, cheerleader, look out!" And she like makes this catch, and they're like, "Oh, sign her up!" Should be the cheerleader receiver from Disney. But they're like, "Oh, she can catch a football," and so he starts calling her cheer, and she starts calling him QB or something like that.
That was stupid. I hated
Yeah, and
that.
everyone else was
I
throwing
would have
up.
threw up. I would have been like, oh God.
Chase should have just wedgied them both.
Chase is like the best. He's like the best dude in this.
All right. So Nathan and Drayton have a talk, and Nathan's like, "Hey, you got some options. You could go anywhere you want." And Drayton's like, "Ha ha ha, no. I'm a legacy guy. I got to go to Waco." I mean, what? This isn't the 1960s or 70s where you have to go to your dad's school. I'm
His
pretty
whole
sure.
family line has gone there, Joseph.
I'm pretty sure nowadays they'd be like, yeah, go to a good college football team. Go to Michigan or Ohio State. You don't have to go to Waco.
Because didn't he get like offers from Alabama or something like that? Or
Yeah,
is he trying to get him into Alabama?
no, he invites coaches from like Alabama and USC, I think, and the whole movie's about options, right? And this spells it out to us. Nathan's like, I just want you to know you have options. Here's Josh. Did you know what? Josh is Drayton's brother. He's his adopted brother. Because we just can't. We gotta have complicated families.
Which I thought, like, because if I like glanced at the screen, I thought they were the same person.
I don't know. Josh doesn't have much lines in this movie. Drayton's like, "Hey, do you want to go find your biological dad so he can adopt me?" Like that. Um, okay, so this what's his name? Chase comes up with the football and he's like, "Hey, Drayton, go long!" And big old clumsy Drayton thinks it's a good idea just to face plant into a car.
Outside, like Chase, he's like, that's not even close. Go further. And then they act like he's just like wrecked, like a car crash just happened, but he
Yeah,
just like knocks the little mirror off.
it's like remember the Titans where what's his name gets in a car accident? You think that? Like, oh no, Gary. But no, he like runs into it, and she's like, "No, that's my car."
And then they're like, "Oh, I'll drive you. I'll drive you places."
Yeah,
It's like you
Josh.
can drive, fool.
It's just a mirror. I know, but she can't because she has to get a ride to the studio. Remember? She's like, Josh, can you take? That mirror was pivotal to that car, man. He cannot start without that mirror. I don't know. There he is, like all in shambles. It's like, oh no. So he feels bad because he broke the poor girl's car.
Broke my little mirror.
So she, like we said, she's a dance and she dances but the teacher's like, dude, you have no heart. I just don't feel nothing when I watch you dance. And she's like, what? I work
It's
on this
like
all the time.
I got the moves perfect. And she's like,
Yeah,
"You got no
you
soul."
have no soul. So she makes her mop up the sweat, the girl sweat, which I thought was a myth, but I guess they just sweat all over the floor.
There's a
Uh,
dude in there.
was there a dude in her
Part
class?
of her troop or whatever, squad.
So I don't know how she got home, but she did. And Nathan,
Also, this. this can't be that old brother in a head coach of like a high school. Look at this house.
Yeah, he also played football. This is just how corrupt, I guess, high school football is that they just give you tons of money to these quarterbacks. Because I think he was a quarterback too or something.
Mm.
But he had to quit to take care of her because their parents passed away. I think in a car accident or something like that.
They don't say, they just said dead.
Just they just did. And so he's got to take care of her. He's her legal guardian.
Yeah, he just moved back.
They just moved back and he's brought dinner home or groceries home and she's like, it was my turn. He's
Even
like,
though she never cooks.
she's
He's
a
always like giving her little Tupperwares of food. I was like, geez, do something.
she's a typical Tubi lady. He's like, oh, you do so much. I just wanted to help. And then he has the talk, like the Sandlot talk. He's like, dude, you do too much dancing, concentrating too much on this solo that she needs to do the audition for Cal
Scrape
Arts.
your knees. Get
Yeah.
into trouble.
Make out, go on a date.
I'm
And she's like, I don't date. I never date. Um
never gonna date until I get into Cal Arts.
she's like, I'm too busy for
Which,
dating.
do they have a dance program?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um
I didn't think they were that kind of like.
it's the arts, Sharon. All the
I know,
arts.
but I thought like,
Graphic art.
hmm
It's all the arts, Jared.
I think that's a lie. I think this is a myth.
So he's like, "Hey, why don't you go on a date or something?" And then Drayton shows up.
With an envelope of money,
Yeah, like from his drug
it's like
dealer or
drug
something.
money. Yeah.
Hey, I beat up a drug dealer and gave you. I know who does that. So he's like, "I'm sorry about the mirror. Here, I got you some money. I think yeah." He gives her this envelope of cash, and she gets all offended by this. She's like,
I'm not your charity
yeah, I'm
case.
no charity. It's like he broke your car.
I know that didn't make sense.
She's like, oh, I didn't need this, and it's like, what? He broke your car. I mean, it's the right thing to do.
Also, this is $60.
Yeah, you should be thanking him. Yeah, well, he expects her to be able to fix it and not have to take it to a shop. And she's like, okay, thank you. Back at school. Gabby and Josh are like really hitting it off, and he's like, "Hey, come to my party," and she's like, "Yeah." What does she have? Fries and a roll. It's probably a hamburger or something. And so they're like, "Hey, come sit with us, the popular kids." And she's like, "Okay, I'm a cheerleader. I am
Why
popular."
am I
Like,
not part of this table already?
yeah, how haven't I been eating?
I guess she's new to the school, so.
She's the new cheerleader. But that's okay. You're still a cheerleader. And she has a lunch bag, Jerry, because she's not rich. Even though the
She's poor.
poor kids usually
Poor.
get assistance from the cafeteria. I mean, if this was real, they'd be eating like McDonald's and stuff, and she'd be eating the cafeteria food. But they all drink the apple juice though. They like the apple juice. And Drayton's there, and he's like, "Hey, want to go to the party?" And she's like, "I don't date."
He's like, "Can I give you a ride at the party since I broke your little mirror?" And she's like, "I'm not going to the party." And he's like,
Yeah. Don't you
"No,
have?
what does he say? Something about like a jealous boyfriend because he tries to get it out of her real
Yeah.
smooth."
And she's
And
like,
she's like, "I don't date."
I don't date. And he's like, why not? Don't you ever have an itch to scratch? And she's like, I scratch
And the
my
whole
own
table
itch.
was like,
Oh!
"Oh!"
She's like, I scratch my own itches, thank you.
And then the table gets real quiet and like,
Awkward. Look at the guy next to him. He's
he's like, "Oh, that's a good joke."
like, yeah. So they're talking
And then
again.
again, she's just like staring at his body.
Yeah. She's like over here. Oh, I hate that guy, man. And then she's
And
just like,
Gabby's like, "You're full of shit."
yeah. And he's like his shirt's off and he's like glistening. It's like,
He's just like wiping back and forth in front of her.
so I think Gabby, this is the part where she like tells her, "Hey, can you come with me? Because I need a wingman." to get with Josh, and she's like, "You don't need a wingman to get with Josh. Josh loves you." And she's like, "No, come
Oh yeah,
on."
because she's like, I just don't know if he's being nice.
Yeah, and she's like, "Dude, everyone knows it. Just like everyone knows that I lust after this man over here." And she agrees to go, and Gary's like, "Yeah." Uh, More dance stuff, more you don't have no soul, girl. And then she's like, I can't stay because she asked her to stay for some reason, and she's like, I can't, I have to go
Oh yeah,
to a
she's like, actually,
dance.
I have something to do.
Yeah, and she's like, ooh.
She's like, stop joking. That's all. This is all you care about.
So she's proud that she's gonna go get into trouble and stuff.
Because she was like the mom's friend.
Was she?
Yeah,
Where were they living originally?
I don't know, but somehow that lady knew her mom.
And why did they go to this school? They,
That doesn't
I
make
guess they were.
sense.
I guess the parents were from here, maybe, and they lived in the house, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe. So maybe the parents just died recently, very recently.
Hmm.
So Nathan doesn't have like a hard job, man. She's already pretty much she's got like 6 months, and she's out of there.
It's
Uh, we should mention also. Oh, we'll get to it. It comes up in this part. But okay. They get to the party, and they're like, "Ugh, the whole class is senior class is here." And one's like happy, and but she's not happy. Dallas isn't happy, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna go talk to Josh," and she's like, "Don't leave me." No, she's like, "I'm gonna go sit in a corner," and she's like, "No, you gotta come with me. You're the
mingle.
yeah, you're the weak man. You gotta do your job." Um, oh, this was the part where she's like, "I don't know if Nathan or if Josh really likes me or is he faking." She's
Is
like,
Dallas drunk?
"Already? Well, yeah, not yet though, but she's gonna be." And she's like, the way that Nathan looks at Domino's cheesy, it's a weird product placement. Why doesn't she just say cheesy bread or something? No, it's Domino's cheesy.
It's not even product placement. It's just like weird call out. Shout out to
The
Domino's.
Domino's, yeah. I guess what are they, Gen Z or whatever, loves Domino's. I don't know what Gen these people are. Drayton's there, and he's like, yeah, and she's like, oh, um, and he's like, hey. I didn't think you'd come. And she's like, I don't want to come. So she like grabs well, there's a lot of underage drinking. Look at these guys. Good, good old Chase chugging it down. She grabs a drink and she like runs to the couch to just veg out, but then he walks by and she's like, oh. And then she talks about how she hates this town. She hates this little town and that she's going to Cal Arts as soon as she can. And he's like, "Why do you hate the town? It's like pretty nice, man." And then,
Everyone else is happy and
yeah,
rich.
everyone's happy and rich. And she's like, "Well, I'm poor." Um, and he tries to ask her out to eat or something like that. And she's like, "Okay, I'll do the deal." Well, no, they talk about beer pong, and he's like, because someone is like, "Hey, come do some beer pong," and he's like, "Oh, I got a game."
Oh, this is the part where Chase is like, hey man, beer pong, and he's like, bro, I got a game tomorrow, and he's like, respect, brother.
Yeah.
And then I was like, that's the least teenage thing I've ever seen in my life. I was like, he'd be like, you're such a
Yeah. So yeah, he doesn't want to. And she's like, "Well, you can use water." And he's like, "Okay, so if I win at beer pong, I get to take you out. And if she wins at beer pong, he never asks her again to take her out."
never even talk to her again.
I thought it was just not ask
No, it's he won't
her.
even try again.
Yeah, not even try again. So they do it, and she's a natural, and he's like,
She,
"How am I
she's
losing?"
like absurdly good at beer pong.
Yeah, little did she know. All she knows is dance and beer pong. That's all she knows.
That's her life.
That's her life. So she wins, and then like immediately a slut walks
Seconds.
up, like to save him because he's like striking out. So immediately, just this blonde chick walks up, and he just to make Dallas jealous. It was weird. It's like he summoned her. He's like, "I'm losing this. I gotta do something." Summon the slut.
Becky, I need you.
He like threw a pokeball. I saw you. So she's like all jealous and drunk now. She grabs a shot. Gabby's like, "Hey, Josh wants to,
Hey, I'm gonna go hook up with Josh.
yeah, is that okay?" And she's like, "Yeah, I want you to
And
do
she's like,
that."
you better go.
She's like, "I'd be mad if you didn't." And so she's like, "Okay, I'll find a way home." She grabs a shot.
She just hangs out with Chase at the bar getting drunk.
She's drunk, walking home. Probably a bad idea,
But not illegal.
but not illegal. But a really bad idea for a teenage girl. So she's because they live in this weird Canadian town, and she's gonna walk home.
They
I
live
guess
next to Waco, Joseph. Why would they
they do not
go?
win
Why would they
to
go to
Waco.
Waco if they're in Canada?
So Drayton pops by. She's like, "Oh, you scared
He's all
me."
like mad. He's like, "Do you think?"
Yeah, this is so dangerous. And she's like, "You scared me,"
She's like, "What are you
because
talking about? You almost ran me over."
I thought you were gonna like, violence me or something. And he's like, he gets mad at, and he's like, "Hop on, I'll give you a ride
Also, I
home."
wouldn't trust a drunk person to hold on to me if I'm riding a bike.
She's like,
I
he just flies off. So he drives her,
Oh, and
but
then she's like, "No cell service." They're not that far out of town.
they're in Canada.
They're not in Canada.
They're in the wilderness of Canada, man. She's she's lucky a polar bear didn't take her
Just
away.
surprising Wolverine didn't pop out somewhere.
So she can't go home because she doesn't want Nathan to see her like this. So he drives her to his
Even though
house.
her boyfriend, soon boyfriend's mom sees her just like sneaking up on them. We'll get to it.
So he's like, "Oh, look at my house," and she's like, "Dude, you
She's
really."
like, "Dad, this is like the Parasite house."
He's like, "You really do get everything." He's like, "Yup." Uh, so he takes her in there, and she's like, "Dude, you're just." She's all drunk, and she's like, "This is just your evil plan to seduce me." And he like picks her up and he puts her on the couch and gives her a blanket, and then he immediately like takes off all his clothes, and she's like, so he's like, um, "I'm not some cliche, but he is." He's like, "I'm not some slut, but he is. He's just a slut that plays the long
I know
game."
he could have went to the restroom.
So yeah, so she wakes up to a bowl of M&M.
Joseph's
He
dream.
is so rich that he just has a bowl of M&Ms sitting out. This is how
Joseph wish
the
he was whisked away by Drayton or
I
whatever the
know.
freak his name is.
Can Dawson adopt me? Dang it. So she wakes up and she like texts Gabby. She's like, "I gotta get out of here."
How did she not escape this giant house without someone seeing her?
Because so she wakes up and downstairs, Dawson is chewing out Drayton for missing
You
some
missed a
dinner.
fancy Alabama dinner
Yeah, and he's like,
or a
can I,
Waco dinner,
I wanted to go to a party. Can I just go to a party?" And he's like,
which is a weird conversation to have a son and a dad. It's like, I just wanted to party and drink.
"Yeah." And Dallas like sees this, and she's like, "How the heck am I going to get out of here?" Because
Also, this couple doesn't make sense because usually if it's like a dad like this, the mom's equally as like hard.
attracted.
No, like hard on their kids or
Oh, I
like
see what you're saying.
uh
Strict.
all about their future. But
She's
she's
like,
just like, oh, that don't worry about it. And like,
"Yeah, you can sneak out. I'm okay with you sleeping in my son's bed." And she's like, "It didn't happen." She's like, "Just get out of here."
she's like, yeah, right, honey, get out of here.
Yeah, I'll cover for you. So they
This is
go.
the part where they're doing their applications for college, and she's like, I'm poor. I'm poor. I gotta write about how poor I am.
Yeah, and Gabby wants to go to Princeton.
Yeah.
She wants to be a lawyer, and she's like, "Hey, what happened last night?" And she's like, "Nothing." And
This
she's
is
like, "Why
like
not?"
this is like Disney poor.
Yeah, I got my laptop. I'm so poor. Got my Apple. Hi, hi, book.
In my
Um,
two-story house with my own room, it's like, what?
yeah. And they're like, and she's like, "Why didn't anything happen? What are you nuts?" And she's like, "I don't date." And she's like, "Maybe you should, man. Maybe you should
You're
just,
lame, dude.
yeah, you're kind of lame."
Also, they just moved here, right?
Yeah,
How does she know Gabby so well?
I know. How does she know?
Because that's
It's
like her
like
best friend.
they like knew each other before, right?
I don't know. It doesn't make sense.
Maybe they were at cheer camp like in the summer before, because like when you're in band, you go to band camp in the summer before, so maybe it's like that, and so they hit it off. So she's like, "Hey, we got an away game," and she's like, "What do I wear to an away game?" And she's like, when I'm just doing the cheer stuff, and Gabby's like, "Hey, wear this," and she's like, "Where'd you get this?" I don't know where she got that because they act like that's her dress. And she's like, "So it's time to go to the away game and the oh, those seats, man, those bring back memories." But it's time to go, and everyone's there, and Nathan comes, and he's like, "Hey, even though we're on a bus, school rules still apply." And then he's like, "Hey, Drayton, talk to like Alabama and USC and Notre Dame, and they're gonna be at the game. Just so you know, you have options."
And he's
So
like, yeah, thanks.
some girl walks up to Gabby's like, "I need that seat. We need to talk about the makeup or something like that." So she makes Dallas go sit by Drayton. Drayton's like, "Oh, save this one for you."
I got a
Uh,
bag of grapes.
yeah. He's like, "You want
I'm
some
like
grapes?"
Knuckles.
He's like, "Rah, rah, rah." So she's like, "No, I don't want grapes." It was like, "What? Grapes too good for you?" And finally,
And
she
she's
takes
like,
a
yes,
grape.
I do want the grapes.
He does want the grapes, and she throws one at him, and everyone in the bus pukes.
We get it.
We know. So they drive to Edmonton or something, or this
I
uh,
guess a smaller Canadian town.
small Canadian town. And Drayton's hyping up the guys. He says some weird stuff. I don't know
He says
about
some weird stuff.
howling or something. They all howl. So it's the Archwood Wolves, and they play the red team. And,
I know,
and,
look at that.
and at
There's
first, it's all red. Even
it's
the
just not
socks.
like a couple numbers and all red.
All the socks are even
They don't
red.
even have a logo or nothing. Look at that guy to the left. He doesn't his shirt doesn't even go all the way down.
Some guys do that in high school. So the red team, they play pretty tough. This guy running the ball, he like smacks one of the wolves. It's fun. I couldn't get it in picture form, but it's kind of funny because the guy just like slams off of him like he hit a bus. Um, but the blue team or the wolves finally defeat the rival red team, and they're like happy. So it's time for the after party, and it's gonna be in Josh's hotel.
Chase's.
Oh, at the Chase's.
It's Chase's party.
It's Chase's party in his hotel room, and she's like, "Dude, you can't wear that. You look like a schlub."
She's like, because I'm not going.
I'm not going. She's like, "What? You're such a
And
loser."
she's like, lame, I'm hooking up with Josh again.
Yeah. And so she goes into the vending machine, but it don't work. Didn't she see that one movie? That vending machine could have killed her.
It's
She can't.
because Dre just bought all the snackies.
Yeah, she's like, "Can't get no cheesy satisfaction." And he walks up with this trash can full of snacks, and he's like,
And
"Hey,
she
the one up front works."
and he's like, do you want one? Or do you want a snack? And she's like, I'll take those cheesy
Who
things.
says that? It's obvious Cheetos, man. It says Cheetos right there.
Throws
So
it
he
at her face.
throws the Cheetos at her, and she catches, and he's like, "Oh, you're so good at catching."
Man, you're really good at catching. I'm not. I can barely pass.
I don't remember why he didn't want to go to the party.
And then he just wants to be with her. Because
That
he
was
was
his
gonna go
party.
to Chase's, but then she's like, "I'm not going to party," and he's like, "Well,
Oh, those snacks were for the party.
yeah,
Okay, and he's like, "Hey, you want to do something else?" And she's like, "I could do something
let me
else."
get changed first."
So they walk onto the set of a Hallmark movie. And she,
I know it's like, "Oh, where are you taking me?" And it's like this nice, like suburban, like
I
not even where
know.
like a club would be, but
I know. It's not like dangerous at all. Um, and he's like, yeah, all the other schools talk to me. And she's like, all of them? And he's like, yeah.
I pretty much can go wherever I want,
Yeah. So he takes her to a salsa bar, and the
which is
guy.
kind of racist. No,
You see, he takes her to a salsa bar. The guy's, even though they're underage, he's like, "Oh, I know you. I don't know
you're my
why."
bro. I'm a 25-year-old man, but you're my bro.
Yeah, he like helps them in the summer or something like that with the, I don't know. But they know each other, so he lets them in. And Drayton's like, "I don't know how to salsa," and she's like,
And
"You gotta
she's like,
move
it's
the
all about
hips."
the hips.
And he's like, "I don't have hips. I'm a
And then he
guy."
just moves his arms the whole time. It's like, what?
So they do the forbidden dance. And then they're walking home, and they're kind of. She's like, "Yeah, that was a great place." Why do they have potted plants at this hotel? I don't know. So they're about to smooch it. He's like, "You wanted me to kiss you?" And she's like, "Yeah." But then Nathan finds out, and he's like, "Where have you been?" And they're like, "This is big trouble, man. I don't know where you've been, but this is trouble. Sneaking out. I expected better from you guys." And the assistant coach is there.
Pay
He's like,
attention to this character. He will come back.
"Yeah, the assistant coach is there." And let's just say I got like this weird tingle, this weird vibe. Because he's like, "Oh, guys, let's not get angry. Let's like, just go to your rooms. Everything will be all right."
Everyone's overreacting. Let's just go to bed.
Yeah, yeah.
But we already called the principal.
So my spider senses were like tingling. I'm like, wait a minute, but we'll get to
That
that. So they get called in the principal office, and he's like, "This is the worst tragedy that has
has
ever
ever
happened."
happened in life.
Kids sneaking out on a field trip. What the heck, man? No one has ever done this. No
You
one's
went to
ever
a
thought it.
18 and older establishment,
It's like, dang, you
even though
guys.
like it's like 3 months away till you're 18.
He's like, you guys are just the scum of the earth. And so she's like, "Oh, I didn't mean to do it," It's
This will go on my permanent record, and Cal Arts will
CalArts is
not
gonna
like
see
that.
it, yeah. And then Drayton's like, "I don't care." He said something stupid, huh?
It was something like that.
He's like, "Whatever." So the principal suspends them for a
Oh, he
week.
said something about potatoes or something like that. And he's like, now I want fries or
Oh
something like
yeah,
that.
now I'm hungry. Uh, so he suspends them for a week, and she's like, "No,
The
CalArts."
mom doesn't even look upset. She's just like,
Nah,
huh.
I like being in a movie. So, she storms off in her man pants, and he's like, "I'm
No,
sorry."
she's a dancer, Jill, so those are
Yeah.
very like hip hop 90s
Oh
dance
yeah,
pants.
true. She's into the hip hop dance. Uh, and she's like, "There's nothing to talk about."
Which is weird because like at the dance studio they're doing kind of like I guess like modern dance, but like she's like, my mom was a ballerina. And then
Hmm.
she's like talking about ballerina stuff. I was like, which one are you? I mean,
I mean, you don't
you
want to
gotta
be a.
choose one.
Yeah, she doesn't want to do that thing with the feet. That's terrible. Where they like they're.
They break their feet.
Yeah, she didn't want to go with that, man. So she just does the what do you call it? What are those hip hop movies called? Where they dance?
Um,
Uh,
Bring it on. I don't
I I don't know if that's the.
step up or
Yeah, she does step up dancing. So she goes to Nathan. Nathan's kind of pouting.
what the hell is he doing in there?
He's like lacquering this little
Oh,
tiny.
that little thing.
Yeah, he's like fixing a drawer or
Because
something.
I was watching this on my phone this morning,
Mhm.
and I was like, why are they in a wood shop? Because I didn't see the little wooden thing.
So he's like giving her the silent treatment. She's like, "Come on, And then he's like, "I'm not mad because I'm the one that told you to get in trouble."
And then he's like, I'm just disappointed.
And she's like, "Oh, you said that D word." So they make up, and he's like, "I'm proud of you for going on a date." And then Drayton shows up at her dance studio, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want to talk to
This is
you."
weird.
This is weird.
This scene.
So the teacher's like, dude, you gotta talk it out through dance. Because she was getting mad at her that she
You
still has
gotta
no soul.
you gotta discuss it with your bodies, she says.
Yeah, you gotta get your bodies in sync or something. So they do the happy hands dance. And I guess they talk it out with their bodies, like Goku and Vegeta or something. So he's like, "Is there any way I can make it up to you?" And she's like, "Oh, I think there is." And she makes him clean the girl's sweat off the floor. And he's like, "Hey, I heard you want to get into Cal Arts." I think she explains. Does she explain why she does now? Yeah, because her mom went there, so that's her dream. And he's like, "Hey, have you ever?" And she's like, "Oh, I got to do this
Video
audition.
performance or
Yeah,
audition.
it's a video audition." And he's like, "Well," and she's like, "I don't think I'm gonna pass though." And she's like, "Well, have you ever talked to the teachers there or something?" He's like, she's like, "I've never been there." And he's like, "You've never been there, but you want to go there?" And
Let's take my fat
he's
stats
like,
and go.
yeah, he's like, "Hey, I'll book the plane, baby, and we'll get out there to Southern California." And she's
I
like,
guess that will pay for the little mirror.
yeah, and she's like, "But we're suspended." And he's like, or she's like, "What about school?" And he's like, "We're suspended for a week. They want us to go." So they fly out to CalArts on how where is he getting this money? I mean, does the dad give him his
The
black card
dad.
or something?
Because he's
Where's the
a,
dad
you
getting the
went to
money?
you took her to Cal Arts on my dime, and he's like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Where's the dad getting all this money? I mean, he was a former quarterback. It doesn't say he went to the NFL or anything. Um,
He's a high school coach.
no, he's like the athletic director.
Well, there you go. That's fat
That doesn't make
stats.
that much. So they fly out there, and she's at Cal Arts, and she's like, "Oh, this place is great. I gotta go watch a class." And he's like, "I got stuff to do. That's fine."
We'll meet
Um,
up later.
yeah, if we meet up our expensive Airbnb that I paid for.
And he's like, I'll show my body because I know that's all you care about.
And she's like, "Yeah, I do care
Yeah, I
about
don't
that
care
part.
about your personality.
I don't care that you're dumb." Uh,
I don't care about your stupid tattoos.
so yeah, he was like, how was it?" And she's like, sometimes when you get your dreams, you're kind of disappointed, but no, no, that was awesome." And he's like, "Ha." So they go in and they do those the what do you call those face mask things or whatever? Get their poofiness out of their their teenage eyes, I guess. Um, and she takes a picture and he's like, "You better not post that."
Don't put that on the gram.
She's like, "This is for me." So then they play the lamest game of truth or dare, flirting the whole time.
And if you do truth or dare a chick and a dude or whoever you're into, it's always dare for the dude
Hmm.
and truth for the lady. It's like change it up.
What do they talk about anything like important in this scene?
No, she just dares him to prank Josh.
Oh yeah, call Josh and tell him that he ordered a blow up doll or something like that. And they do, and
Mm.
Josh takes it fine. He like
Yeah, he's like,
recommends a place.
okay.
uh,
And then he's like,
I
truth or
think
dare,
I
and
think
she's
this
like,
is where
truth.
he asked her why he Cal Arts
No,
because
because he just says truth or dare. Is it? And then she's like, truth, and he's like, is it true you want to kiss me?
yeah, that's the last one. So they start making out, um, but then she like freaks out and she's like, "No, I gotta go to
We're just
bed."
friends,
Yeah, yeah, friends, gotta go to bed. Sleepy. We gotta fly out. We
sleepy.
gotta fly out on that jet.
And he's like, yeah, cool,
And
cool.
he's like, "Ah." It's like
Look at this pose this dude does.
another clue, Jerry. He does leave clues because then he starts talking a little like not coach like. Um, that he's like, "Hey, how's Kyle Arts?" She's like, "Great," and he's like, "Hey, how's Drayton?" And she's like, "Oh, we're just friends."
We're
He's like,
like best friends.
poor. He's like, oh.
And she's like,
It's
we
like,
gotta get going, buddy.
yeah, she's like the good old buddy, and he's
And
like,
he's like,
oh,
oh.
he's like dying inside. Man, she really lets him down in this scene, man.
Even Gabby will later mention it.
She calls him Bud, and we're good friends.
Thanks for taking me here, best buddy.
Yeah, and he's like, "Oh, just kill me." He just like jumps in the pool and drowns. And lights himself on fire. Um, yeah, so she's with Gabby, and Gabby's like, "What the heck is wrong with you?" And she's like, "It's too complicated. It's so complicated." And
I'm
she's
a
like, "What?"
complicated person.
And she's like, "What are you talking about, complicated?" And
She's
she's
like,
like,
you're an idiot.
she's like, well, I'm going to Cal Arts like in 6 months, and he's going to Waco. It just can't work, man. And she's like, just live in the moment or something, man. Maybe you should just take a chance. I There's one part where she mentions that she doesn't want her heart broken, like what happened with her parents. She doesn't want someone. Oh, that's the
This
very end.
is
Sorry.
this where she's like, or Gabby's like calling Josh, and she's like, "I love you," and she's
Oh
like, "What?
yeah,
When did this happen?"
yeah. And she's like, what? Uh, so she goes to talk to Drake, and Drake is like, he's got the bottle in the bag and just like
He's got like a 5 o'clock shadow going
about to
on and
end it
everything.
all. She's like, it's so complicated, and he's like,
I
yeah,
can't believe she says I'm a complicated person.
yeah. No, you're not. You're a teenage girl. Um, so he's like, you gotta stop, dragging me around, and he gives her the ultimatum. It's like, either we are or we're not, you know?
And she's like, "We are. Ah,
I know she can't help herself. She's, oh, you're so hot.
I need that piece of meat."
Yeah, I did that pod. So she's like, I'm in. It's so weird. It's so weird. Maybe she is complicated. So they go back to Drayton's room and they play the just a wholesome game of Twister.
Just naked Twister.
There's some naked Twister. And then we get the lovey-dovey montage. We get them playing a piano. I don't know where this piano came
It
from.
was there the whole time in the dance
The art
studio.
studio, playing keys and stuff, eating popcorn on the couch.
It's been like 3 days.
I know, smooching at the game, right in the middle of the games, and the whole town's like, "Oh, finally!" Um, and then they're hanging out, and she's like, "What do these turtle doves mean on your
It's
arm?"
like, what does this tattoo mean?
Other than you're like not very manly. And she's like, "Who's who's this whore Abby?" Huh? And he's like, "Okay, we got to get to my tragic backstory." So he's like, "Okay, Abby is my twin sister, and apparently they were Siamese twins because they were attached at the hip." And one day they were 8, and they were at a birthday party, and then uh, Abby just wandered off, and they never saw her again. And they're
I
like,
know they don't. She could be alive.
she could be. I mean, there was clown sightings at this birthday. No, he's like, well, there was a suspicious car in the neighborhood, but nothing ever turned up. And then so my dad took it really hard because he loved that little girl, and he wished I was a girl. And so he
Blames
like
himself, man, and she's like, "I'm so sorry."
so she like makes me live up to her or something. I don't know. He makes
And
me.
this is where she's like, "He's just a
Wait, oh, wait,
overprotective
wait, Jared,
clown."
wait, wait, wait. She drops the line. Your dad's just an overprotective clown, and he's like, "What?"
This is inappropriate. And she's like, "You've
Yeah,
never seen Finding Nemo?" And
he's
he's like,
like,
"Well, that's inappropriate."
still, man, that was weird. Maybe I'll go. Is Heather
Oh wow,
around?
you're like Bambi. Your mom died.
He's like, maybe I'll go give Heather a call or something. So So he's like, "Hey, there's one thing that'll make me feel better." No, she's like, "Is there anything I could ever do for you? I'll do it." And she's like, "Yeah, there's one thing." So he's like, "I want to see your solo performance." And she's like, "It's not ready." And he's like, "Just do it." One second. And then so she starts it up. She start throwing the towels up in the air. That's how she starts her dance. But then Dawson walks in. He's like,
He's
"Dinner
like,
time
he's like,
now!"
cut that crap out, get to dinner.
It's dinner time now. And Drayton's like, "You're being very rude." He doesn't even get to say rude. Because he's like, "I'm very what? Excuse me?" He's like, "You're very CW or what was the thing before CW?" Uh, what channel was Dawson's Creek on, Jerry?
Um, I don't remember.
I don't remember what was before the CW, but they were on it.
The
Um,
Family Channel or something like that.
there's no
The
way. I don't remember, but the WB, no. So that's gonna bug UPS. That's gonna bug the heck out of me. But he's like dinner now, and he's like in
the
Dallas is like,
WB.
was it the WB?
That's what Wikipedia says.
Okay, Dallas is like, hey, it's okay that he's a rude butthole. He's rich. Uh,
We went to California on his money, so can't be
plus,
too mad, I guess.
I promised Gabby I'd go eat. No, I promised Nathan that I'd go eat dinner with him. So I'll see you later. So Drayton confronts Dawson and he's like, "Do you have a problem with Dallas?" Yeah, because him and Josh, or was it? Yeah, Josh are talking. Hey, it was something about Harvard. He's like, "You like Harvard?" He's like, "Yeah." Uh, so he walks in and he's like, "Do you have a problem with Dallas?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, it's the
And
worst of the Texas towns."
he's like, yeah.
Like the weather there is terrible. And then he's like, "Hey, I have options. You know, Notre Dame's calling me, Alabama's calling me." He's like, "What options? You committed to Waco." And this is where Drayton finally is like, "Dad, Waco is not a school. You're thinking of Baylor University, which is a school in Waco. Why do you keep calling it Waco?" um, and he's like,
He's like, that's the home of Dr. Pepper. That's not a school.
so
Also, they have the mom when they're fighting. The mom's like, "Oh, Dallas is welcome to your birthday party." And I'm like, "Birthday party?" He's like 18,
I know.
and I was like, "Oh, they're it's probably just like something."
Is it
I
his
guess,
birthday party? Yeah, I think it
yeah.
is.
And
And
I'm
she's
thinking, oh, it's probably just like a get together, and it's like this like child
yeah,
birthday party.
it is. They have like Little Caesars and cake and stuff. Um, and the wife's like, Dallas is his girlfriend. You know, you got to make an effort. So I'm gonna invite her to the party. So they show up to the party. Nathan is wearing pink. Just
And again,
saying.
he cooks something while what's her name does nothing.
It's his famous fried rice.
Is
Who
that what it
brings?
is?
Yeah, who brings fried rice to a dinner? We're so poor. Here's our fried rice. Like, thanks. And then Drayton like shows up. What does he say to Nathan? He's like, oh. No, he tells Dad, "Oh, you look amazing." And Nathan's like, "Thanks, but you're not my type." And they're like,
Oh yeah.
"Ah." Like, and then he's like, "I'm gonna go find an adult." So he's like, "Ooh, my mom's gonna love this fried rice."
It's
So they have a family dinner, and it doesn't go well because what do they fight about? Drayton says drops an F bomb.
yeah. Dawson's like keeps saying like Waco, and
Waco,
he's like,
Waco,
I don't
Waco.
want to go to Waco. You never asked me, or something like that.
Oh yeah, and then
Oh,
this
he's like, I might go to Cal Arts with her or California,
yeah
and he's like, you're not going across the country with some girl.
yeah it was some
And
hussy.
he's like, F you, Dad.
Yeah, and then Dallas gets upset and she walks out. She's like, "I'm leaving." And then, yeah, that's where he's dropped the. Gabby's there? Is that Gabby?
Yeah.
Where's Josh?
Right there?
Oh, I thought that was Chase.
Oh, I don't know.
Look
Like
at Nate.
half the all the party's gone. There was like millions of people out in the back, and now there's just a little dinner.
Nathan's enjoying that fried rice.
And he cooked it.
Where'd the mom go?
She couldn't handle this.
She can't handle the drama. She's like, I wasn't on the WB. Look at, he's got a picture of a football player that says Waco.
Because he loves Waco.
It's not even what the school's called.
No one knows what the school's called.
So he's like, no, Dallas is like, are you, not going to Waco because of me? And he's like, no, that's not it, baby. I love you. She this upsets her because she thinks he's like upsetting his plans. And she's
And
like,
he's like, I didn't know there was an expiration date on this.
and
And
she's
she's
like,
like,
yes, you
yes.
did. Yes, everyone knew. And she's like, I think we should break up. And he's like, fine.
Where's Becky?
You summoned my girl. He does eventually, but and then she goes home and she listens to Disney Radiohead. Look at this line. Do you see all the colors of the fall?
It's like orange and yellow. That's it.
There's some red in there. So everything starts going bad. She like hips checks this girl at dance
Oh yeah, that
class.
girl's like, how
I know.
freaking
She's like,
dare you?
girl, I will mess you up. So she's like terrible at dancing now. Her heart's been ripped out. So she has to mop again, mop the sweat. I mean, she wears like cotton socks. That's got to get the sweat out too. Um, Drayton's terrible at football now. He can't do a lateral, and
He never could.
the players are like mad at him. They're like, "What's wrong with you, dude?" And
You
he
guys have
does.
been going out like 2 weeks.
He sees Dallas going walking down the hall, so he summons his slut again, and she's like has to walk past him. She's all mad.
She's like, ew.
Ew. All game Friday night. Uh,
It should have just been Chase in a wig.
so Gabby, who's been texting her nonstop, but she won't
Yeah.
answer. She comes to the dance studio and she's like, "Dang it, you're not the main character. You got this
You
main
got
character."
mad main character energy.
And she's like, "Well, I am the main."
This is my movie, Gabby.
But Gabby's like, "Yeah, this whole time I need a friend because I didn't get into Princeton."
I
And she's
called you
like,
like
"Oh
six
no."
times.
Yeah, I wanted to cry about not getting into Princeton. And she's like, "Oh no, girl, I didn't know." And she's like, "Yeah, you didn't know."
It's because you got main character energy, and she walks off.
She's like, "I'm the main character." I can't help it if you're a side character. And then needle drop. She walks in to the coach and the assistant coach playing a
Oh.
little of the Statue of Liberty game. Uh, and
And I like what he says. He's like, "You're not the only one that had fun on that trip."
yeah, running the old Statue of Liberty play. So yeah, so at that scene we were talking about, I'm like, why is this guy acting more like a wife than a assistant coach? And they're like, oh, okay, it all makes sense. I'm pretty sure the papers don't know about this, the school paper. Someone get Gabby on. I think this would make some news. So they talk, and they're like, she's like sad, and I don't remember. I was just shocked by the revelation. Um,
What do they talk about here?
I don't know. She's like, I'm happy for you, or I don't know. Oh no! Remember he asked her, "Hey, what do you really love in life?" And she's like, "I love dancing.
Uh,
I love Gabby." And I can't say it. And he's like, "Maybe you should open up your heart or
Maybe you should
something."
love something for once in your life.
Yeah, let somebody love
You
you.
loser.
So Dawson's like, "Hey, we got some takeout. Come on!" And Trade's like, "No, I'm gonna do push-ups forever." Um,
And he's like, "What's your deal, Drake, whatever the freak your name is? I can never remember his name."
Drayton.
And he's like, "You're my problem."
Yeah. He's like, where's this coming from? So they talk, and he's like, you've never been the same since you know
You've
what.
sucked since Abby's begun.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, I just didn't know how to, cope
I'm
with
just an
it.
overprotective clownfish.
He's like,
That's all I am.
there's no, he's like, come here, Nemo. He's like, there's no playbook for being a dad. There's some bad writing in this movie. So they hug it out. Uh,
Dude, what is up with her text? Why is it so big? Is she blind?
they got the jitterbug, jitterbug cell phone. So she gets a Google alert. You
Right
know those,
before her audition.
yeah, right. She heads out to CalArts by herself. And she gets that, those Google alerts that's like, hey, this happened 4 years ago, but this happened 2 days ago. Um, and she gets inspired by this picture because she has to do the dance. And so she's in front of the judges, and she starts throwing the towels up that's how she starts her dance. And then she wows them with a Hadoken, and then she does the alien face hugger, and this seals the deal for the judges.
They're like, I haven't seen that in many
I haven't seen
years.
this since Napoleon Dynamite, man. And she's like, thank you. And one of the judges walks up to her, and she's like, is your name Brian? Brian? She's like, yeah, Brian was my mom. And she's like, I was your mom's roommate. What a coinkydink. And she's like, not to give away the plot, but we'd be happy to have you at CalArts. And she's like, ah, thank you so much. The little man must be making noise up there.
Sounded like it.
So she goes, and she's like, you're the best teacher ever. She's like, yeah.
That she's like, he got in? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, huh, okay.
And she's like, Gabby, I know you're sad, but I got it. So she's like, I'm sorry I ghosted you. I should have been there for
You're better
you.
than a best friend because you're family.
Okay, this story part is stupid. But she's like, how have you been doing? She's like, well, I'm officially the valedictorian. And then she drops this like, I got a summer internship at the top law firm. This is like some Birdemic level writing here. She's not a top law firm, not Cohen, and Webster, the top law firm. And she's like, oh, girl, you're going to be a judge. And she's like, yeah, I know it. I'll show it to those stupid Princeton kids when I'm at Harvard. Um,
Also, I'm probably pregnant with Josh's baby, but whatever.
and Dallas is like, well, I mean, law's cool, but I got the CalArts. And they're like, yeah. There's Josh. Josh, you're
Oh
gonna
yeah,
lose.
this is where like she's like, "Have you talked to what's his name?" And he's like, "Stop! They're broken up.
Oh yeah,
Stop getting them together."
yeah. Stop. We finally got them to stop lusting over each other, man.
It was disgusting. Do you remember the dark times?
The rest of the class school has been so happy these last 2 days. Um. So yeah, she had to go to her number two school, Harvard. Josh, you're gonna lose her, man. She's leaving.
I know you can't get into
You're not
Harvard.
getting into Harvard. No matter how many sweater vests you wear. Um, so she goes, and Drayton's like, how did your solo go? And she's like, great, I got in. And he's like, I'm really happy for you.
At
And
first he's a little like, yeah, whatever, that's cool.
yeah, he's kind of mopey. And she's like, she drops, how does she phrase the love thing? Do you remember?
Uh, I think she tells him that you really fueled my routine or something like that. Like,
Yeah, she goes, I was thinking about you under my routine. She says something. I can't remember how she drops the love bomb. She says something like about, I need, I can't remember. But anyway, she says she loves him. He's like, "What did you say?" And he's like, "You heard me."
And he's like, "Hey, Becky,
And
you've
then
been replaced."
and then they start smooching, and the rest of the school's like, "Oh man!"
Some guy throws his stuff to the ground. It's like, dang
Chase, he's like, "Dang
it.
it!" So we get a couple of like cuts, and he's talking to a school, and he's like, "Yeah, I'd really like to play for your program. We're not told who. It's a secret." And Dawson's there to support him.
He's like, "Are you sure about this?"
He's like,
He's like,
"Yeah."
"Yeah."
He's like, "I'm gonna go call Joshua Jackson and tell him how proud I am."
Casey will love this.
Um, so she's moving, and Drayton's getting her bags for her, and Nathan's like, "Oh,
Nathan's a broken mess. He's
yeah."
like
He's like,
crying.
"Oh, I'm so sad, oh, my little girl. Even though I've only been taking care of you for like 6 months." And he's like, "I got you something," and it's a.
She's like, I'm kind of sick of this.
That's all you make is this fried rice. And he's also, "I got the recipe on top," and she's like, "Oh, yay." Uh,
She's like, "I promise I'll call like every day."
yeah. And then so she throws so she's happy at CalArts, looking her.
All she does is stretch. She doesn't even dance anymore.
All the other students are like bored and stuff, but she's like, "Yeah, stretch it." um, and then someone throws a football at her, and she's like, "What the heck?" And she's like, "Oh my goodness. It is Drayton, and he's a USC quarterback, everyone. He's a Trojan." And
And
she's
she's
like,
like, "You kept this a secret the whole time?" And he's like, "You have no idea how hard it was."
"Yeah." He's like, "I wanted it to be a surprise." And she's like, "Yeah."
She's like, "This is really happening?" And he's like, "Yeah, whatever."
So in reality, CalArts is like in Santa Clara, not Clara,
Santa.
Clarita or something like that.
Hmm.
And USC's in kind of like in the LA, like downtown LA. So they're kind of far apart. They're like a whole town
But
apart.
they're not Texas and LA for.
Or Vancouver. Remember when they're like, "Yeah, you're gonna fly across the country to be with this girl?" It's not across. Vancouver's not across the country. It's like up there.
It's
Even
up there.
even if your theory right, Texas is not that far from California. It's not across the country.
It's
Um,
halfway.
so yeah, that ends our story, Jared. The cheerleader gets
It
the quarterback.
I know it's the most like, oh wow. I can't wait for the new one this later this
On
week.
Thanksgiving,
What could
Jared.
possibly happen?
It's called, okay, so the new one is called the QB and Me Interception. So this is
Oh
my
shit,
guess.
Chase!
This is my guess. One of his teammates steals her away, and he's like, "Intercepted." And he's got even a
Oh my
more
God.
tragic story.
If
He was
the
like,
teammate says that, I would high five him.
the teammate's got even a more tragic story. He was like a triplet, and and the two twins, like the two, I don't know, the other kids disappeared or something. They got stuck in the chimney on Christmas. Do
But then they turn the fire on, and it's like, oh shit.
you guys smell cookies? But we'll find out because we're gonna watch it pretty soon. So that was the QB and Me. Thoughts, Jared?
It was like Disney Channel original movie.
But with an F bomb.
Yeah. Which gave it a little edge, and I was like,
Yeah, it
yes.
had a little edge. Yeah, there was some teenage twister going on.
That and they were just they didn't like hide the fact they were underage drinking. They're just like, yeah,
Yeah, they were like drinking milk or soda, like
yeah.
they always did on Disney Channel, where they did, "Oh, let's have a party. Let's get the soda out." It's like,
Is that Mr. Bibb?
no, it would be like Great Value. Is that Dr. Thunder? But yeah, it also had that Hallmark thing going on where she's like she's dreaming on that big city girl, but
And then that whole like tragic part where they
Yeah.
both have a tragic story, and you're like, what?
You're like, why? Why is this so complicated? Dallas, why? Why?
Why are you such a complicated person?
Just freaking cheerleader. Yeah. So yeah. I mean, it could be worse. I've seen worse.
Yeah,
I've seen worse.
it was
Um,
not hard to get through like some of these movies.
yeah. And you can tell Tubi really wants this to be a hit. This is their series, man. Maybe there'll be a lot of QB memes.
They're gonna
Um,
take all that High School Musical crowd.
maybe we'll get that Dawson. Maybe Joshua Jackson will
Oh my
return for the
God! And then
sequel,
he's
man.
like interception because his son intercepts the relationship.
Yes, it's his son. Yes, this would be great. But yeah, so we always give a TV dinner.
So
Um,
wait, before we do that, how does this work into the 2B cinematic universe?
well, we know Dylan is up in Oakland. But Match, the guy from Match, what was his name? Henry, he's out there.
Oh, he goes to Cal Arts when he escapes.
Yes, he's like a shattered genius that he's like in a dark room painting that the other kids just like whisper
Oh, and then
about.
Cal Arts is like, "This is brilliant. You need to come learn with us."
And he's an awesome dancer and he's like dancing with Dallas. And he's like intercepted fool. But he's like
Wedgie's this kid.
uh, should we move on to TV dinner?
Hmm.
So I was like, what did Gen Z? I'm pretty sure they don't eat TV dinners. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure Mr. Beast hasn't put out a line of TV dinners yet. So we know Dallas loves her fried rice. And I know he gave her the recipe, but she's living in a dorm, man. She can't cook fried rice on a hot top or a hot plate. So she's gonna have to go with the sad Taipei shrimp fried rice
I don't know. I've seen this dude on Instagram make some pretty good things
with a
on a
hot plate
hot plate.
in his car. Um, but yeah, the old fried rice in a freezer is kind of sad. I don't know if you've ever tried it. It's just not the same, man. I mean, it kind of tastes like fried
It's
rice,
kind of
but
like rubbery and
yeah, it's
like
very rubbery, and it's just like, why am I eating rubber?
watered down.
Yeah, no flavor. But that's what you get, Dallas, because you're poor.
It's
This will last you a week.
you're poor in your 3-story house.
You're Disney poor. This will last you a week. Yeah, all right, there's the new one, Jared.
Oh my God.
Based on
Intercepted.
based on the characters created by Tay Marley from the Wattpad web novel,
I don't
The
know what that is.
QB Bad Boy and Me. I don't know, it's probably some dark part of the internet or something. When it's all on the line, hold on tight.
He wasn't even the bad boy.
I know he's not the
He is
bad
the
boy.
more responsible one.
I know he's like walking home in the dark. Are you nuts? All right, so that's it. If you guys love some bad movies, help us out by throwing us some likes and some subscribe to the channel. Share, I guess. Clip us out and share. Do all the hard work for us. Um, and also notify yourself for even more good stuff. And it came from Tubi. See you later.